Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Road to 120, and we start off today with a Gargoyles task. What was this? Not really a task I love doing, but I guess, just in a really good mood today because I actually decided to do it. I got 55k XP for Gargoyles. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of Slayer XP for a task, and you wouldn't really think of Gargoyles as being amazing XP, but I do have the Helm of Grotesquerie, so I guess I do have the 900 Gargoyle kills. I just checked that a few kills ago and it wasn't the full helm yet, but I was getting bonus XP from that, bonus XP from the contract, bonus XP from the legs. It all adds up. Okay, first task of the episode. For the most part they've been pretty good. No, that would be pretty disastrous if I got Gargoyles again. I might have to rage quit Slayer for a little bit there, and it looks like our task instead is going to be Steel Dragons. One weird thing that's been happening to me lately is I've been having Google Chrome windows just randomly open. Constantly happens, like every 5 minutes a Google Chrome window just opens. Luckily I'm 2 days away from a new computer, so maybe that won't be a long-term problem, but it's very frustrating. I have no idea what's causing it. Well, that was boring. Got a raw swordfish drop up to 85k XP, so I only got what, like 20k-ish Slayer from that task? Something like that. Maybe it was like 25k. Anyway, got a raw swordfish drop. That's really the only thing interesting that happened during that task at all. And wow, swordfish are 416 GP each. That is a lot. Anyway, I just drank my morning coffee, had some eggs. Eggs are amazing. They're like just power food. If you want to feel good in the mornings, eat eggs every single morning. It's so good for you. And we're going to be doing Muspah next, it looks like. Well, actually, I'll be working on my video for today. And after that, we will be doing Muspah. That's probably going to get me like another 50k Slayer XP. They're really good. Man, I gotta say, Muspah's tasks are really boring. And I still don't think that the Crystal Amulet gives you shards when you just have it in your inventory, because I've had it in my inventory for like 4 tasks now. Not straight tasks in a row, but I have had it in my inventory for like 4 tasks and still have yet to get a shard. So maybe it just doesn't work for me or anything. Anyway, Muspah task got Adior drop, and I think Adior is like skyrocketing right now because of bonus XP. It should be anyway. So that's kind of exciting. How much is it? Please be 2.5k almost. It was like 1.2k not long ago. It's good to see. Even though bonus XP weekends, not everyone likes them because people say they screw up with the economy, they definitely help raw resources be worth a lot more money, and I absolutely love that because you get a lot of raw resources from doing Slayer. You get a lot of resources from PVM and stuff too. Erots again. Kuradel just does not give up on the Erots, but that's fine. I'll do them. Great XP. I have a ridiculous amount of Erot bones in my bank. Let's see. Really quick. I know I'm wasting time. Over 4.2k. Well, nearly 4.2k Erot bones. That is a lot of Erot bones. Oh, this was a good Erot task. And it was kind of a bad Erot task because I actually forgot my spring cleaner, so I had to bank because I was just getting like rune plate bodies upon rune plate bodies. And I ran out of yak space, so I had to bank, which kind of sucked, but that's the first time I've forgotten the spring cleaner since I started using it. And I also got 2 ceramic scales, which is awesome. One other thing I did is I have about 4,350 Erot bones, and at current GE prices, it's about 37 mil worth of Erot bones. Just out of Erot bones. That is a lot of cash. I also additionally have about 30 mil worth of dragon bones, and to think some people like Bone Crusher all of these, it's ridiculous. Well, it looks like our next task is going to be Armadyl, 137 avian seeds. Really not looking forward to that. Not that there's anything wrong with Armadyl, I just hate Galwar's engine. I'm also at 246k XP for the day for Slayer. I need 200k to go, and it's like already almost 10 p.m. So I might have to stay up a little bit later than I'd like to tonight, but I will get this daily Slayer gold done. Okay, all done with this Armadyl task. Was pretty boring. Didn't manage to get a drop either, so I'm now at 176 Armadyl kills, I believe. Since the last drop, I'm not complaining though. It's all good. I used to get really lucky at Armadyl. When Avian Sea task first came out, I got like 2 chest plates and an Armadyl chain skirt, and I believe 4 tasks. So I'm kind of paying for that now. But we are up to 371k Slayer XP daily. So if I get one good, really long task, like if I got Erots again, I'm kind of hoping I don't get Erots again because I've had them so much lately. That would probably do it. Or Calgarian Demons, that would do it for the day. Alright, here we go. Really hoping for a long task because I'm already tired as heck. It's only not even 10:30 yet, but for whatever reason I'm exhausted, so I'm ready for bed. But we will get TDs, and that might just do the trick. 59 TDs, I think that's about 1.2 Slayer, 1.2k Slayer XP kill. So that's roughly like 70k-ish Slayer XP. That wouldn't quite get me to the mark, but I'd probably be satisfied with that. I'd be like 20k short. That's fine. I can get an extra 20k Slayer XP tomorrow. Well, first kill of the trip. Alright, I will take it, sir. Wow, that was lucky. And the claws as well. Claws not the best draw, but you know, claws and limbs in task. Well, I'm certainly pretty happy with the limbs. Claws, yeah, okay, free 500k. No one's arguing with that. Luckily, I have my PM off this time, so no one really gets too mad though. This is the task, man. This is the task. Only about like 700k drops, so you know, it's all right. I'm not gonna argue with it. Okay, so we should be down to our last kill of the task. Just one more left, and I'm unoverloaded, so hopefully I'll actually be able to hit this thing. Overall, pretty good task, I would say. Limbs, claws, and a armor shard as well. We'll just kill this guy here by the entrance because he's chilling. He's not really bothering anyone. He needs a little bit of action in his life, so we're gonna present that to him. And I'll be crashing after this. Barely could keep my eyes open through the task, and I gotta say, TDs are not fun when you're lagging really badly, and usually I lag quite badly at night. I'm not really sure what causes that. I really don't know how internet works or anything like that. I'd like to one day, kind of interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, I lag very, very badly at night, especially tonight. There's some nights where it's just awful. It got to the point where like I was pressing keys on my keyboard and just wasn't reacting at all. But let's get out of here, get a new task, and I will price check those limbs. So let's go ahead and price check everything that I got during that task, including, well, not including the rune items because I just didn't really keep track of them and I forgot my spring cleaner, but about 16 mil that task, which is really nice. Again, I am still probably getting a little bit lucky with limbs, at least lately, but I had gone, you know, several Slayer tasks before my last pair. This is my first pair of limbs on Slayer task. Hopefully in the future there will be many more to come. Okay, Erot, have a nice task for me to start off the day with tomorrow. Cal fights, if I still did Cal Fight King, that would be great, but the regular Cal fights are super annoying because they're incredibly long spawn time, and they're not the best XP. But Glayors is a wonderful task to start off with, and that's a great incentive to get out of bed in the morning, I'd say. Anyway, it's time to crash. Nice pair of D-limbs to end off the night. I'm very happy about that, and a little cute amount of blue charms there as well. What's up, guys? Just finished off the Glayor's task. Got a nice little 10 shards of Armadyl during that task. I think I killed 58 of them, so got a few extra shards than you normally would. Decent amount of charms as well. Anyway, I forgot to reset the XP, but I am a day behind because I pretty much spent all of yesterday trying to build my new PC, and it didn't work. So I think I have some faulty parts. I'm going to have a person who actually knows what he's doing try to help me out. But from what I've been able to see so far, just like something is busted, and I'm trying to kind of figure out what it is. But hopefully I'll get that figured out sooner rather than later, so I can actually have a new PC up and running, because my old PC is dying pretty quickly, and it kind of needs to happen. But let's get a new task from Erot. What's up? Tormented Demons. What? Glayors and then TDs back to back. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Wow, back-to-back tasks with Dragon Crossbow limbs. Quickly got to turn the PM off before it gets too crazy, but hey, that's pretty nice. I gotta say, I get so lucky at TDs. I don't know what it is with me and TDs, but they just absolutely love me for some reason. And it goes both ways, because I feel quite strongly about them in the same way. And there we go with the task complete. 19 tasks in a row. Kind of a nice little symmetrical number there. So I don't think that's what symmetrical means, but let's get out of here. I'm all done. Wasted like 30 seconds to overload, but that's fine because I just made like 15 mil in that task, so I'm all good. If this keeps up with all the Glayor tasks and TD tasks I've been getting lately, and as well as the limb drops, I'll be at a 1 bill Slayer tab in no time. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab another task from Erot. I managed to snipe myself some snape grass. Snape, yeah. Hilarious, I know. Glayor again? Erot is the biggest bro of all time. Alright, let's go for some more Glayor. Hopefully picking myself up a Stead's drop. With the way my luck has been going lately, it really would not be surprising. 1,920 tasks in a row. Nice number to be at. I'm not really sure why I'm picking up this pure essence, but so be it. Anyway, nothing all that special. I wasn't really expecting steads or anything. Well, I was kind of had that hope in the back of my mind, but wasn't really saying, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. One thing though is reset is in about an hour from now, and I still haven't done my daily dungeoneering challenge, so I need to get on that. But first, a new Slayer task. Alright, back to Erot. I'm not really sure what I want, because I've just done glayors and TDs recently, and I've had a lot of Erot tasks recently, so not really in the mood for any of those. Surprise me. How about that? Muspah. Gross. I want to cancel it, but my inner XP gainer will not let me. Looks like I'm doing Muspah. Not looking forward to that. Hopefully that doesn't kill my motivation to slay today. Well, that task was a lot less bad than I thought it would be. Normally I dread Muspah tasks because they are boring. However, that one went over fairly well, up to 250k Slayer XP daily, and if I want to get back on track, I have to get about 920k Slayer XP today. I don't think that's going to happen. It would be certainly possible, but I do so many things that aren't Slayer, like farm runs and dailies. Like doing all my daily stuff takes over an hour because I do so much stuff, and especially with the double daily dungeoneerings that you have to do. You have to do 2 now because of the Vis wax. And like with all the farm runs and stuff, and I always have to take a pretty long break for lunch and rendering videos and such, like I really cannot get that much Slayer XP in one day. But we'll grab another task and we'll see how far today will carry us Slayer XP wise. Fire Giants is not going to cut it. Really surprised that I'm able to stay above 13k points with how much I cancel, but Glayors again. Pretty crazy the amount of tasks we're getting. I mean, if I got nothing but Glayor tasks, maybe I could hit 900k XP daily. I don't think that's going to happen though. Well, that's going to do it for the Glayor task. I discovered that Glayors, well, I kind of discovered this last task, but I only fully realized it now, but Glayors now drop uncut diamonds instead of dropping mud runes and nature runes and blood runes. At least they still drop death runes, so they still could drop some of those other runes, and I might just not have gotten them. But I imagine they probably don't drop muds and natures. At least they might still drop bloods. It would kind of make sense for them to drop bloods if they drop deaths as well. But I would rather have uncut diamonds anyway because they're kind of worth more unless you get mud runes. I'm not really sure which one was worth more out of those two. So anyway, that was a pretty great task with our reward that we got. Made about 6 mil or so in that task. And Erot's another great task. One thing I'm kind of wondering is I'm getting all these tasks like TDs, Glayors, and Erot's just constantly all the time. And also I get an awful lot of Muspah, which even though I don't enjoy them, admittedly they are great XP. I'm kind of wondering if, since I'm 99 Slayer, or since I'm a higher Slayer XP or something, does Armadyl recognize that and begin to assign me great tasks all the time? It's very odd, the sheer number of Glayors or Erot tasks I get compared to all the other tasks. I wonder if there's any truth to that, or if that's just a weird coincidence. I just got done with an incredibly quick and fast Erot's task. Kind of annoying because these things, when the Dragon Breath hits those range Erots, man, it is not fun because they just tear through your mage armor. But I think I did pretty well. I only had to eat like a couple of sharks. I probably ate less food using mage than I normally do with melee, which I found to be a little bit surprising because every once in a while Erots can tear through your bandos because I'm only wearing Godward's dungeon armor. It doesn't have the best defense or anything. Anyway, we did make it to the daily goal of Slayer XP, but I am still a day behind. I might just have to adjust my daily goal to be like 485k now or something like that. I haven't really done the math yet, but around that mark would probably get me to the 120 Slayer at the same time that I want to go, and I get nearly the max amount of black demons, 245. Ouch! Also, my internet is kind of having a moment. Well, it was a minute ago. It worked fine the second I turned the recorder on, of course, just to prove me wrong. But it might be interesting. At least this isn't a dangerous task. There's no chance of me dying, unless I'm really, really bad at this game, I guess. Well, good morning, everyone. I did a couple tasks last night when it was late, and I couldn't commentary over them. However, I got Erots again because it is always Erots for whatever reason. Went pretty well. I got like 100k Slayer XP just from that task alone. That was the first task of the day, so that's pretty shocking. It is absolutely incredible how great XP Erots are. Hello, Erot. I haven't had my morning coffee yet, so I had to like suppress a few yawns to actually say this, but 33 Mithril Dragons. I think that's almost the most that you can get. Pretty sure 34 is the max. I will do that, but first it is time for coffee because I am struggling, man. How is it going, everyone? So I ended up skipping that Mithril Dragons task, and you'll see the reason why I did that very soon. Well, I can just go ahead and say it. The new Slayer Master came out. It's awesome, and I myself am now a Slayer Master. You can see if I say something, It says Slayer Master munclesonkey. I love that title. I don't care if it's not a rare title. I know every single comp caper in the game will have it, but I think it's awesome. So I didn't do any Slayer the past day because I was working on like Elf City Completionist cape requirements, and I still have some to do. I still have like half the golden rocks. I still have to kill like 250 or so Kadarn warriors, however you pronounce them. I'll just do that if I get an elf task from the master though, and I still have to wait for my spirit tree to grow. And I think there's like one other thing, I can't remember, but anyway. With the new Slayer Master, one thing that I do have to do is I have to adjust my block list, and there will also be a prefer list at the moment, because a lot of the assignments that are on my block list he doesn't assign. He does not assign Jungle Strikeworms, see ya. He doesn't assign Warped Tortoises, he does not assign Dust Devils, Hellhounds, Bloodvelds. I don't think he assigns any of these actually, and there's actually 7 slots on here. I wasn't planning for that. I only planned for 6. But this is what I have for my block list and my prefer list, so I'll eventually get this. And I'll have to put something more on my block than prefer. Prefer I'll go with Calgarians, and block, I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at the tasks he assigns. But if I just see something that's completely awful that's not on there, like, I don't know, Gargoyles or something, I'll block it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a new task from you. Hopefully it's something awesome. How about Order of Ascension members? Alright, well, that's not going to go on block or prefer, but I'll definitely do it. Okay, so one more Ascension member to kill. Should be just about done here. I did just do the Gladius for this task. I have been told that killing the Legion bosses is a really good way to do this task, and now that you get more of them assigned per task, because I'm using the Elf Master, that might be a good way to go to make an Ascension crossbow, and you get some really good Slayer XP, really good charms while doing it. However, I don't know, I've been spending a lot of money lately, so I didn't really feel like it was a good idea. Maybe I'll try that out, though, if the keys start to crash a little bit more. I think they have been crashing a bit. Yeah, the keys have gone down in price quite a bit lately, so I very well might try that my next task. We'll see, depending on how much I feel like spending. One thing, though, is I have been spending a lot of money lately. My pouch went from 620 mil to 570 mil just in a couple days. I've been buying stuff. I got another bank booster, so I've had plus 100 bank spaces. And what is this? A special challenge. I think this is the Completionist cape requirement that I still have to do. Let's go for it. So I have to kill a Raxor to do this, and I have to kill one of each of the God Wars bosses, and I can't remember what else I have to do. So I'll definitely be going for this one because I have to do it at least once. You never want to do it more than once because considering how much time it takes, you only get like 50k Slayer XP, so is what I've heard. So it's pretty terrible XP. So I won't be doing it more than once, but I do have to do it the one time to unlock the title. Okay, GG, sir. Or actually, ma'am, I suppose. That went pretty well, and I got my first Dark Crystal. Oh, Magic Seeds. Well, that's a decent drop. That's like 700k. But I'm now like 40 Raxors with no stick, which isn't terribly dry, but I just hope that these happen eventually. Okay, so I finished off the Slayer challenge. This is possibly one of the worst things I have ever done in my entire life. I might be making a previous video later on talking about how horrible this challenge is, but it took 1.5 hours, and the reward was 50k Slayer XP. Oh yeah, but at least I got the famous title, so that's the comp cape requirement done, and I will never ever be doing this challenge again, and I would recommend for you guys to do it once, just for the title, and never do it again. Okay, time for next task. Morvran, let's never ever get that special challenge again. I wonder if you can actually block that, because I definitely would. Muspah. Okay. Whatever, we're going this way. I can't wait until I have all the good tasks preferred, and then I don't get the tasks that I don't necessarily want as often. But it will take a while to get to that point. So that is about it for this video. Next video will be episode 15 in the series, so I will be price checking the Smexy tab then. But I also will want to use this most wanted card at Glayor. Apparently gives you a higher rate of actually getting some boots, so if I could get some steads out of that, I would be happy. But this is the tab that will be price checked next episode. Really hasn't changed a whole lot, and hopefully I'll be more motivated to do some Slayer now that Morvran is out and we get longer tasks and all that. Pretty exciting. Still have to finish off some Completionist cape requirements, so I probably won't be doing too much Slayer for at least one day to get all those done, but I have 2 days until I can finish them anyway because the spirit tree is still growing. Anyway, that's about all for this episode. See you guys next time, and farewell. And never ever do Morvran's special challenge. It's a horrible idea. Trust me, you do not want to do that.